supporters seem to point to the fact that Kovalev has a big water and Hopkins is a master. Do you think that's going to play a big part in the fight?
It might. It might. Because look, I mean, Sergey is a fighter who you can never ever count out. Look, he's never been past 8 rounds, so there's doubt in a lot of people's minds, but you can never count him out. One punch can end it all, but you're gonna have to land that one punch on Hopkins, which is very difficult. I think Hopkins will do what he does best, is go out there and measure his guy and smother him and throw combinations and beat him to the punch, show him that he has more energy and that he's got youth on his side. Hopkins is he's an alien.
As a fighter, how different is it going 12 rounds compared to 8? What's going through your head after 9, 10 rounds?
I think reality is going to probably hit him in the face. Once you go to the 9th round, it's a whole different ballgame. Now you're talking about the championship rounds, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a whole different level of fighting. Now you have to psychologically convince yourself that you can fight those last rounds and get through the fights, and especially when you have somebody like Hopkins in front of you. I mean, it's gonna be quite a fight for Sergey, but can he do it? Possibly, but I don't think he can do it against Hopkins. Hopkins is a whole different species. He's an alien.
One question for you. Fans, there's a growing debate among fans about how Bernard Hopkins' record may match up to Floyd Mayweather's as far as the emphasis on zeros. Do you feel that a win over Kovalev would put him a little bit further ahead of Mayweather as far as his record is concerned?
I think,
despite the zero?
I think Hopkins and Mayweather are both great fighters. They're both writing their story separately. One's undefeated. You can make the argument of the level of opposition that they've had. I think Hopkins has fought some really, really tough, rugged fighters, and he's fought everybody. I don't think fighting Sergey is going to solidify his career. I think Hopkins' career is already solidified. Every single time he steps in the ring, he has to keep on solidifying his career. Both guys are unbelievable. Both guys are writing history, and I think both guys are going to end up, obviously, at the very top. So, the fact that Bernard Hopkins keeps on fighting these dangerous young fighters, I would have to give Bernard Hopkins the one-up on this one.
One more question. Is there any truth to any rumors about Canelo and Joshua Clyde?
Well, there's different options. Right now, we haven't signed anyone yet. The Clottey is in the mix. Joshua Clottey's coming off a great win out in Australia where he looked sensational. Then you have Andrade, who looked incredible in his last fight. You also have Kirkland, who looked like an animal in his last HBO outing. So there's 3 guys that are in for the running. So it just depends. It depends who's available. It depends who makes more sense. It depends. It depends on Canelo. And it's. I feel that you have Canelo, who's coming off Lara, Mayweather. He fought Angulo. He fought Trout. I mean, he's coming off 4 very difficult fights, close fights. I don't think any other fighter in the game today has faced that type of opposition. So Canelo, knowing Canelo, I mean, he's gonna want to fight King Kong. That's just the type of fighter he is. He wants to fight the very best. So it's a matter of who's available and what makes more sense, obviously, for the future of Canelo.
One more question. And Bernard Hopkins are, how can I say, leading the boxing generation right now as far as with you, before you retired, you were known as fighting the best no matter what, whether it was big or small. So as a Bernard, he's now on HBO, and fans are asking, is this the beginning of the end of the so-called Cold War as far as will there be more Golden Boy fights on HBO after this?
Well, look, I mean, I work for the fighter, so whatever deal I can get for the fighter, the best deal I can get for the fighter, then that's what I'm gonna do. I think the fact that, look, Showtime made a tremendous effort. They really wanted this fight. Hopkins, the fact that Kovalov is with HBO, Hopkins wanted this fight. He wanted to fight the very best once again. He's doing it for his legacy. He's doing it for writing history one fight at a time, and that just means that whatever fights we can make that are the best fights, whether it's HBO or Showtime, we're gonna do, because the fans come first. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Can I ask you a question as far as the unification? Has this been the easiest unification bout you've been a part of?
It actually has. This fight was made in less than 48 hours, literally. From when I got the call and we started calling, Hopkins and main events, and I think this is a new era. This is what really it's all about. And like I said, look, you don't watch the Heat play the Lakers every day or every weekend, but when you do, I mean, you're gonna watch. And this is what, when I said that I want to make the best fights happen, I mean, this is what it's all about here. Is Hopkins Kovalov. It's gonna be a unification, and it's gonna be one for the ages. I mean, it's a dangerous fight for Hopkins, but it's also a dangerous fight for Kovalov. So this is what you're going to see more often from Golden Boy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.